Hey, I'm gonna be sharing my weekly gym split with you guys. I'm dead. First off, for the returning subscribers, there is a very big gap between the last video to this series. My bad. But to the newcomers, I made a goal in January to pretty much transform myself into a gym girly. Pretty much I'm just making this series to bring you guys along on my experience from someone who has never really worked out to a completely fit gym girly. Mainly because a lot of the gym content I see, it's like, I started posting content when they've been going to the gym for years, so you didn't get to see that like struggle and hear about the beginning stages of becoming a person who works out and how freaking hard it is. The reason why there's such a big gap between the last video and this video, even though I tell you guys not to follow along with kind of what I'm saying because I have no idea what I'm talking about, disclaimers only go so far, and even though I tell you guys that I don't know what I'm doing, people are still probably going to do what I do because that's kind of just like how the internet works. So I kind of wanted to take a month or two to figure out some of the basic rules knowledge so I can kind of not sound like an idiot in this video. I started working out in the middle, the endish of January, and it is now May 9th. And I have already seen progress. Those newbie gains are a real one. I'm doing weightlifting. I want to build muscle. I want the fattest ass ever. I want to be stronger. I started running and stuff like that just to kind of get into it because it's kind of hard to look up running, not gonna lie. But I got sick of that really quickly. I know running's good for you, but holy crap, that is so annoying. So I moved on to weight training pretty quickly with my boyfriend. Amazing. I am fully addicted now. The first step to making your gym split, and what I did with mine, writing out all of the body parts that you want to work out pretty much. Back and buys, tris and shoulders, glutes, hamstrings, quads, all that jazz. Write out all of those. Now you're going to want to plan each workout for each specific day. First day to my week split is glutes and hamstrings. It is 6:40 right now, and it is the first day of filming my workout routine for a week. We're starting out early today because I'm hoping that there's not going to be as many people in there so that I don't feel uncomfortable to film. Today we're gonna do glutes and hamstrings. I have multiple leg days in my routine. This is probably my favorite day out of all the days. I try to get in water, especially if I'm going in the morning so I don't feel like super lightheaded. And then I think I'm just gonna have a rice cake with some honey on it, or 2 of them. And then I'm gonna have a bigger breakfast after I work out, but since it's so early, I cannot eat a big breakfast right now. Let's go. I have always had an extremely low ass. Now, I'm just gonna say this really quickly. I am trying to achieve a different body. Do I love my body and everything now? Yeah, but I want to change some things, and I know some people can't handle that these days, and I've noticed that there's a lot of people that work out that get a lot of hate because they're trying to change their body. I feel like body positivity has taken a little bit of a turn. Don't get me wrong, I am all here for body positivity, but I feel like a lot of people who are very into body positivity hate on people that work out because they want to change their bodies. Like, I can change my body if I want to. There's a lot of other people out there that want to do the same thing. I want to, first of all, above all, be healthy. I want more strength. I want to have lower body fat percentage than I do now. And, you know, I want a fat ass, okay? So if you can't handle somebody talking about wanting to change their body, like if it can be triggering for you, if you've dealt with body dysmorphia or eating disorders or something like that, definitely don't watch this series on my channel. I'm not judging. I definitely have had lots of issues with my body image in my life, as of most people in their life at one point. I've had some tough relationships with food in my life, so I get it. I just like to tell you guys that because some people can't handle talking about changing their bodies. Anyways, I have a flat ass. Dude, there's a little something there though, just a little bit, but it's a low ass. Now, if you have a low ass, you understand what I'm saying. There's nothing at top, so it just looks like a pancake. I try to go pretty hard on leg day. I'm trying to lift extremely heavy, but I'm still starting out, so I'm a little weakling. I'm working late, 'cause I'm a singer. Oh, it looks so cute. Wrapped around my On hamstring day, I will sometimes start out on a Stairmaster just to get those glutes and thighs warmed up a little bit, but a lot of times I'll just get straight into doing hamstring curls. These are probably one of my favorite workouts ever. Always when starting my workouts, I go a little lighter than normal and I do just a few reps to get it going, and then I get off, I'll go back on and actually start my real sets. It is so important to record the weight that you are lifting, because that's like how you're seeing progress. It's also so sick when you're like, this feels kind of easy, maybe I should go up and wait a little bit. Right now I'm at like 55, 60, but when I started out, I could barely do 30. When you start to see the results, that's also another thing that really gets you to want to go back, because you're like, whoa, I'm actually doing something. I'm actually making progress. I'm getting stronger. I go very slow, not super slow, but not fast, because I just want to make sure I'm having the right form, make sure to squeeze my hamstring, and breathing. I do this thing where I accidentally hold my breath a lot of the times when I work out, and it's really bad because it can make you super lightheaded and it makes me not get all of my reps in. I do about 3 sets of 10 to 12. Now, if I'm trying to go like super heavy, I'll do like 8 to 10 reps. Next is hip thrusts. These puppies burn. Foot placement is crazy. If your shins and feet are just straight sitting there, it's more glute focused. If they're more leaned like this, it's more hamstring focused, and if they're leaned in like this, it's more quads focused. Just by moving your feet, you can work out different muscles. I have 40 pounds on here. I started with none and I could barely do these at all. I do 3 sets of 10 reps. Holy shit. These are so difficult. Thanks, Queen. In my last video, I talked about how I take like 1 to 3 minute breaks between my sets. I kind of just do it like when my body feels ready to do it. And I got some comments of people saying you shouldn't do longer than 30 seconds. And I think that's more for if you're doing stuff to like lose body fat and not build muscle. Like more cardio type of exercises. Like building muscle, from everything I've seen, you kind of should wait so you can actually get like all of the reps in the next set. Because if not, then you're just gonna be super fatigued still. I don't know how people film in the gym and just like don't give a shit. Like, I hate this so much. So one thing I've learned from this is the deeper you go like into it, the more it gets your hamstrings, and kind of if you do like a half rep, it gets your glutes more. That is so pain. Oh my god. Next is leg press. I hate leg press so much. I do 2 sets right now. I want to get to 3 sets, but I cannot do that. Stance on this also matters. I like to put mine higher up and kind of just like normal stance, not too wide, not too close together. And that really hits my hammies. If I want to hit my glutes a little bit more, I will put my feet a little bit closer together. No matter how much I ate, how much water I drank, it doesn't matter, it always makes me feel so lightheaded after, and I have to sit down. I do not have an ab day in my routine at the moment. I do want to add in an abs and cardio day, but I've been procrastinating it because I despise abs. They make me feel like I'm going to throw up, and you guys know I don't like that. I've been adding abs to the end of my workout pretty much every day or every other day. Yes, it's leg day technically. I'm trying to hit abs a little bit every single day to build my core, because y'all, when I say I can barely even sit up from waking up in the morning, I have 0 core strength. So I'm trying to work my way up, because all these beginner ab workouts on Pinterest and everything are not beginner, because I can't do that. I'm just gonna show you what I do and have been doing like every single day to build it up a little bit. This has been my favorite ab workout with the little kettlebell. It's called a kettlebell, and I call it a kettleball because it's in the shape of a ball. I'll do about 3 sets of this, and I don't remember if I do it for 30 to 60 seconds. I started out at 30 seconds. Now I'm doing 60 seconds, and I'm just slowly working my way up. Oh shit. 5, 4. That is the worst. I hate abs. Abs is my least favorite. I don't know how people enjoy abs. Like I can get enjoying arms and legs and back. I like to do 3 sets and then I'm gonna do a 1-minute plank, and that's just what I've been doing at the end of my workouts just to add a little in there. I want to get to a day where I have a full like deep core workout, but I just want my core to be stronger. I'm not like looking to shrink my waist and stuff, because I mean, when you start to really look into working out, you realize that that's actually like fake and you can't do that. So 1 minute this time. I always forget to breathe when I do ab workouts. We're gonna do a plank and then we're gonna get out of here. Holy shit. Day 1 done. Day 2. This is back and bis day, and I love back and bis. I do not take a break yet. I'll let you guys know when I take a rest day. When creating your gym split, you kind of want to create it in a way so you can work out back to back and not be using the same muscle that you did the day before. I wouldn't do glutes and hamstrings and glutes and quads back to back because my legs are literally going to be dead. There is a lot of misinformation online about working out, but especially for women who work out, and I've been seeing a lot of girls posting recently getting bulky by accident, and I feel like it's really hard to get bulky by accident unless you just have like W genetics and you can just get super bulky that quickly. I feel like a lot of women are really scared to start weight training because they're scared of being bulky, and I kind of just wanted to come on here and tell you I haven't been doing it for that long, but I've done a lot of research over the last 5 months. So let's just say, for example, if you go into Pilates because you want a Pilates body, you want Pilates arms. I hate all of those sayings because it's like the word beach body. Like every single body on the planet is a beach body if you are a human being on the beach. There was this huge thing with Pilates arms recently and leggings legs. It's just promoting body issues and eating disorders, especially to younger girls on the internet. Everybody has leggings legs if you put leggings on, and everyone has a beach body if you go to the beach, and everyone in Pilates that is doing Pilates has Pilates arms. I feel like a lot of women that start working out want to look more toned and want to lose body fat. But with that, there's a lot of misinformation, and a lot of women are terrified of doing weight training because they're scared of it making them look bulky, when in reality, when you're doing Pilates or yoga, you're basically doing the same thing. It's just going to take way longer to see results. Like you could be doing Pilates for like 3 years and you could probably get the same results from weight training in 1 year. So, and take that with what you will. And I'm not saying that like Pilates and yoga don't do anything. I literally want to sign up for Pilates and yoga classes because I feel like they're so fun, especially if you can go with friends and stuff. I'm just saying this to the people who are like terrified of weight training and don't know it's not like something to be scared of. Anyways, I always start out on lat pull downs, always starting out by doing a few reps on a lighter weight just to get the muscles awake and ready to go. These are one of my favorite workouts ever. They make me feel like a bad bitch. One thing about form that I will say that really helped me is putting my thumbs out. I don't know why, it helps so much. And imagining your elbows like going into your hips, because you don't want them like too forward or too back. And that was one thing that I was definitely doing wrong in the beginning. You can see I also have these straps that I have recently been using since I went up in weight. I started to notice when I would go up in weight, my wrists and my forearms would get very fatigued very quickly, and then I wouldn't be able to get through all of my reps, even though my biceps or triceps or whatever I was working out could do more. They're not like 100% necessary, but if you have that same issue, I would definitely look into straps. I do 3 sets of 10 reps as well, and you guys are going to notice a pattern because I pretty much do that for everything. On this day, you're going to notice I go from back to bis, because I don't want to do biceps back to back or back back to back. That sounds really confusing. I just go in a pattern of each one to give the other one a little bit of a break so it's ready for the next workout and I'm not super fatigued by the last set. Bicep curls, pretty self-explanatory. I do 2 sets of 10 on this one because I'm doing 3 bicep workouts. Now, if I was doing only 2 bicep workouts, I would do 3 sets of 10. So it kind of just interchanges with what I want to do that day. If I'm having a day where I feel super strong or if I feel super weak that day, which is completely normal. On some days, especially like more near the beginning of my period, I feel so weak. Also, just to mention, I only take off the few days of the beginning of my period. I don't like taking like a whole week off for my period. I know a lot of women do cycle syncing and stuff with working out, but I'm not gonna lie, I tried it and I kind of just wanted to work out and it doesn't make me feel like shit when I work out. I just don't want to go the first few days of my period because I know I'm gonna leak in the gym because I got a heavy flow. Next is T-bar row. This one's difficult, mainly because you have to like lay on yourself and it hurts my yitties. But this one really gets my lats burning. Like I can really feel it. I only do 2 sets of this one though because this one is super fatiguing and I do 10 reps each time. The way that I try and move up in weight is when I've been doing a certain weight for a while and it's like getting a little easier, I'll try to go up in weight. I'll do that for as many reps as I can but not push so hard where I'm gonna hurt myself, and then I'll have my boyfriend take off the weight and then finish however many more reps I have, and then slowly I'll be able to do all the reps with that weight. Next is another bicep curl. I do it like with the cable curls, that's probably what they're called, and I do 2 sets of 10. Next back workout is seated row. I do 2 sets of 10 on this one. And then last is just dumbbell bicep curls. I'm trying to get to 15. I am almost there. I can almost do 15 pounds, but I have been stuck at 10 pounds. I don't know why bicep curls are so difficult for me to go up in weight, but the cable curls definitely helped me to try and go up in weight because, you know, you can go up little by little. Sometimes I'll throw a rest day in right here, but if I'm not like super fatigued, I don't need it. But our next workout day is triceps and shoulders. I always start out with skull crushers. These are so sketch, especially when you're very much beginner. So definitely have someone have their like hands over your face because I low-key slammed a weight right directly into my forehead because it was too heavy and I didn't know. I keep saying like they're all my favorite workouts, but this is one of my favorite workouts for triceps because you can really feel it. I start out with 5 pounds and just do a few reps to get it warmed up in the beginning, and then I start my actual 3 sets of 10. I'm in between 20 and 30 pounds at the moment. I like to use this bar. I did start out with dumbbells because it was easier. I can do a couple with 30, like maybe 5 out of 10, and have to move down to the 20 in between, but I'm almost there where I can do the full like 30 pounds. Same for this one, just like back and buys. I go back and forth between triceps and shoulders. Next is shoulder press. My shoulders are so weak, and I do just want to say I am going way less in weight in this video because I hurt myself like really bad while filming my gym video. I was dancing in the car and I was being silly with my boyfriend. It was nighttime. We had just gotten in and out and we were eating in the car, and I was just like, it felt like it popped out of socket. I almost like started crying. I was like, how did I even accomplish that? And I needed to go lighter in weight, and I did take a few days off, like probably like 5 to 6 days off to let it rest. If you hurt yourself, let it rest. Don't work out on it because it's just gonna make it way worse. But yeah, I think it was like tendonitis or something like that. It was severe pain, and if I barely tweaked it, then it hurt all day. So I literally just had to ice heat all day long for like 6 days. I either do shoulder press with dumbbells. Recently, I have been doing the shoulder press machine that I didn't film, but it's literally like the same exact thing. It's just a machine like this. I hate shoulders. They burn so bad. I don't like them, but you gotta do them, because one thing I have learned is you can't neglect one part of your body, because then it can affect other parts of your body, and I wouldn't be able to lift heavier in other areas that I want to lift heavier. Next is one of my favorites, and it's tricep pull downs. I don't know why I love these so much. I just love them. I do 3 sets of 10 as well for this one. One thing that I have learned with this is form is really important. Like literally in this video, I don't even really have that great form. I'll put in another clip really quick that shows form a little bit better, I feel like. Kind of want to stick your butt out, but not arch your back too much. It's like a straight back. You don't want to like go like this, because you don't want the momentum. You want to keep this down and just go like this, because if you go like this, it's not getting it as good. That's one mistake that I made in the beginning, definitely. Also, one thing that I really love, the little like ball sack looking thing, I don't know, the little rope thing. I like to have those really long. So there's 2 types at my gym, and one is shorter and one is longer, and I like the longer one because it really gets that like extension. So if you're like really not feeling it, you might have to have a longer rope. Next and last workout for this day, lateral raises. I hate these with a passion. Literally can only do 2.5 pounds. It was actually triceps and shoulders day today while I'm like filming this, and I tried to do 5 pounds, only could get 3. I'm trying to get to at least 5 pounds. I'm almost there, almost. Whenever I use the 2.5 pound weight, I instantly think of this clip from The Office. I'm going for tone, not for bulk. Next day is our next leg day, but it is glutes and quads. And you're gonna notice it's a lot of the same exact workouts that I do on hamstrings day, but like I said, with different stances, it literally can work out an entirely different muscle. On this day, I did start out with the stepper just to get myself warmed up a little bit. Hip thrusts. A lot of times I won't even look up the stance, and I'll just move my feet around while I'm doing it to figure out where I feel it in my quads. Putting your feet a little bit more in at an angle makes you feel it more in your quads. I go heavy and hard on hip thrust and leg press, so I'm doing those first because I literally cannot do them at the end of a workout because I'm so fatigued already. I did 3 sets of 8 to 10 because I tried to go as heavy as I possibly could. It was 50 pounds originally, and then I moved it down to 30 pounds as I went down. Don't feel embarrassed if you have to like take weight off. I was always so embarrassed in the very beginning, like the first month, when I had to go put the dumbbells back every 5 seconds and go lower and lower and lower, because you have to figure out what weight you gotta do. Next is leg press, and I'm pretty sure on this day I did 2 sets and not 3, but I do want to do 3 sets. When I started this machine, I'm not 100% sure how much it weighs because it doesn't say it on this machine in particular. I could only do the machine and I was dying, but I finally got to add weight. I add 10 pounds to each side, so 20 pounds, and I usually end up taking that off by the last set because I cannot do that on all the sets yet.
Huh?
I literally can't stand up after them. I have to sit down for a while because I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Cable kickbacks. Holy shit. These hurt my butt cheeks so bad. This is a very glutey exercise. I started doing these and I could not get comfortable. Like I always felt like I was doing it wrong, and I saw this Pinterest video of this girl put her other foot in front of the cable. Boom, fixed my issue, felt so much more comfortable, instantly felt it right there in like the hip dip glute area. And I did 2 sets of 10 to 12 on each side. Last but not least are those leg extensions. gets those quads burning. I can go up to 160 pounds on leg extension. I have no idea why, but it's not like comfortably. I usually stick around 70 to 80, really go slow. On this day, I'm pretty sure I did 2 sets of 10 reps, but I usually do 3. It changes all the time. Like honestly, working out, the biggest thing is to do what feels right. I feel like you need to listen to your body, and my body was saying, girl, you're done. You are done for the day, and if you do any more, you're literally gonna pass out. Next day is chest day, my least favorite day. I don't like this day. It's also so short, and originally I had triceps, shoulders, and chest all in one day, but it was not it, and it was way too much, and then my triceps were getting super fatigued really fast. I had to split it up into more days. If you write out a weekly split, it's most likely gonna change in about 2 to 3 weeks because you have to do the actual workouts to see what you like in the right order. First workout for chest day is the chest press. Of course, as always, start out with a lower weight just to get a few in there to warm everything up. This one was probably one of the hardest for me because I genuinely think these chest muscles were non-existent because I could not figure out what to squeeze when doing them, and after like 3 weeks I kind of started to get it together. Can you come tell me what this workout is? I know it's chest, but I don't know. Chest press?
Bench press?
Bench press?
I mean, okay. That's incline bench press.
Okay, go away. Thank you. First one is just bench press, and then the second one is incline bench press. He said incline is supposed to target more of your upper chest. Sure, I just gotta listen to him on whatever I do on chest day because I have no idea how to do any of it. So for each of those, I did 2 sets of 10. I think these are called flyers. I don't know what this it's called, okay? I forget all the names of things. I do 3 sets of 10 on these Jonathans. And then last but not least for chest, I do chest press. I go ham on this one. This is my favorite of the chest day, even though I don't like it. Depending on how fatigued I am and how much strength I have that day, I'll do 2 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 10. It kind of just depends. And I didn't film this for every single day, but I do stretch every single day after I'm done working out. No matter what, if I'm not doing abs, I always go over here and stretch. I'm trying to get myself to be able to do the splits again. I used to be super flexible a long time ago. So I've been stretching every single day, and in like 2 months, I will be able to do the splits, okay? I was in dance for like 3 years of middle school, and I still remember my stretching routine, and I got really flexible. Like I'm talking like every single split. I could almost lift my leg straight up. I literally just do that stretching routine. You can just look up any stretching routine on Pinterest, to be honest. Then I hit a little Abby workout with the kettlebell. The gym is like about to close, so I'm gonna do a 60-second plank to finish off the day. I'm I'm dead. I also just wanted to show you guys another chest workout that I didn't do because I was like fatigued. So I'm having my lovely, amazing boyfriend demonstrate it for you. I have no idea what it's called. I'm gonna put it on the screen because I'm gonna ask him in a second. And then after that, I take another rest day. I just take a rest day when I need it. It's not like a super strict thing where you're only allowed to take one rest day or you have to take 3. Like, now let's talk about progress. I started to see progress first, mainly on my overall body. My body looked less puffy. And I have dealt with this for an extremely long time. Now, I'm gonna be super vulnerable with you guys right now. And I'm gonna show some before pictures that I am super, super insecure about. This was my heaviest weight probably around a year ago. And I have talked to you guys about me feeling like insecure about my body. And I always get comments, well, you're skinny, you're not allowed to be insecure. Now, here's the thing. I know I'm skinny. Being skinny doesn't equal healthy. This was me eating fast food probably 4 to 5 times a week, drinking sugary coffee, frappuccinos every single day, not taking health seriously like whatsoever. My eyes were super red all the time, super irritated. My skin was breaking out. My face was super puffy. My whole body was super inflamed. I was just puffy. And I've dealt with this puffiness for a very long time. This is before I started working out, but I started eating healthier. Limited fast food. I still kind of was eating like whatever I wanted, like making stuff at home. And if I wanted cookies, yeah, I'm gonna sit there and eat like half a bag of cookies. But I limited mainly sugary drinks because that is my downfall. Sugary drinks and chocolate are my biggest downfall. You can visibly see that I'm less puffy. Pretty sure I'm like in leggings in this picture, so it's not a good example. But you can definitely see a difference. This was me a little bit before I started filming this video, but I'm pretty sure it's almost like a month ago, 2 months ago. Yeah, I'm gonna put the very first picture and this picture side by side. You can definitely see a difference. Way less puffy. I have been getting comments left and right all over my social media. One of the first times that we hung out with Tyler's parents, since before I started working out, Tyler's dad goes, "Have you lost weight? Because your face is like so much slimmer." And I've been getting these comments so often, and I didn't even really notice until some people started pointing it out. And then like I started looking at my past pictures and I'm like, holy shit, that's actually kind of wild. If you're starting to work out, take progress pictures. You won't even realize how much you have changed until you look back at pictures and you're like, who is that? I don't know how I forgot to mention my bicep progress and everything other than being less puffy and bloated. I'm gonna throw some pictures on the screen of my bicep progress. There's definitely a little bit of progress, if I do say so myself. It's kind of hard to tell on my butt, but like me, myself, like in the mirror, I can tell it's like the teeniest bit more plump. And it's hard to see in pictures, but it's there. And it's more like round a little bit than just like on the low part, like the low ass. Like I have more of a butt. And then one thing I didn't mention in this video was food. I'm not like the biggest fan of what I eat in a week and what I eat in a day because they never make sense to me because I eat something different every single day and every single week. But the one thing I can say is that I am low-key trying to eat more, not like junk food, but like better food and more protein, because if you want a dumpy, you kind of have to eat a lot. So that's super fun. Let's just talk about motivation for a second. I feel like that's one of the #1 things people ask, like, how do you stay motivated? It's not really about motivation. I'm definitely always talking about self-discipline. I didn't want to go to the gym. Who the hell wants to go to a gym? In the beginning, do you think I wanted to get up every single day and go work out for like 2 hours? No. Get through the first month. Every single day when I worked out within the first month, I hated it so much. I didn't want to be there. I was so grumpy. Once that first month passed, I was like, oh, this is like part of my routine, you know? Like, this isn't that bad. 2 months in, I am a total gym rat. I want to go every single day and I love it so much, and I'm in there for like 3 hours. And I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know why I like it. Now, I will say recently there has been a slump where I didn't want to go as much because I feel like after doing the same thing for a while, you're gonna be like, this is boring. I don't want to do this anymore. Starting new workouts definitely helps. A little bit of change. A lot of people say to switch the gym you're at. I personally really like the gym that I go to, so I'm not gonna do that. 2 things that can help you stay going to the gym that are a little, I don't think the best advice, but I'm not gonna lie, these are the things that actually keep me going. Buying cute outfits to go to the gym in, because then I'm like, okay, if I spend this money, I have to go to the gym. 2, having an expensive gym membership. My gym membership is literally like $240, okay? It's a lot of money. I do go almost every single day though, so it's money well spent. I feel extremely safe there. It's in a mall and there's an underground parking lot, so I don't need to like walk outside to a parking lot. I have literally not gotten any creepy looks, no creepy men. That will keep you going to the gym if you're spending a lot of money for your gym membership. Now, I'm not saying that these are healthy. Gym comfortability. I am very comfortable in the gym now. I can go alone. It's not scary like it was in the beginning. I recognize pretty much everybody in the gym now. I don't talk to people. I really want to talk to a lot of the girlies in there, and I know I can. I know like no one would be rude to me, but it is just scary. I'm awkward and I don't know how to go up to someone. Once you learn how to use all the machines, I feel like you're fine. That's like the scariest part. You don't want to be like wandering around like a lost puppy. You think everybody's staring at you. I'm gonna be real with you. No one gives a fuck what you're doing and nobody's looking at you at all. Everyone is worried about themselves. Everybody is there for themselves to better themselves. So if anything, it should be a really happy, healthy environment and not to be super scared. But obviously that takes time because it's a scary thing. Gyms are freaking scary. I really like my results so far and I literally cannot wait to see what my results look like in 6 more months. Don't worry, I'm still posting these videos. They probably won't be as spread apart as the last one and this one. Tell me other gym content you guys want to see, and if you're just seeing this video and you've never seen me before, I make a lot of videos. This is just one niche that I do. I make nail videos, makeup videos, hair videos, me sitting and yapping to the camera videos. I love you guys so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
I don't know if you like the way I put my words together, but I need you to stick with me just like some birds of feathers. Or like